Let's go check for calves. Starting off in the heifer pasture, everyone's up and at 'em. Again, these girls are all first-time mamas. We're paying attention to see if they start building bags. We're paying attention to see if any of them have discharge, if their tail head starts to get relaxed, if their belly's dropping. A couple of these girls are due in about 2 weeks. Some of them about 3 weeks. Miss Lucille here is my heifer out of this bunch. Look at those light rays coming down on her. She is gorgeous. She's due in only 2 weeks, and so I haven't really seen a whole lot of change in her. So really, the heifers aren't looking that much different. Lulu's the one who looks the most progressed, and I will say some people have expressed concern about her udder. Now, that's not necessarily what her mama's udder looks like. That's not something we would have seen until she was bred. So, with that being said, when you have cows that have udders that are maybe misshapen, maybe overly large, maybe their teats look a little blown out, sometimes that happens later in a cow's life after they've had multiple pregnancies. This is on a heifer, so this is her first pregnancy, which is something we wouldn't have seen before. So that's something we keep an eye on. We look at all of our mamas, not only on their disposition towards their calves, on if they take care of their calves, but do they have the milk production for their calves? Because even though we're breeding for beef cattle, all the pieces have to work, right? So the cow has to not only have good conformation, good feet, because she's got to stand on her feet, produce good weight. So like her calves grow fast and they have good fat and they have good marbling and they have, like there's all these different factors. But if that cow can't take care of and feed her calf adequately, then that cow, her quality in your herd vastly diminishes. Not saying that's going to happen to Lulu by any means, but it's something we're going to keep an eye on. I've seen cows with way worse udders take care of their babies perfectly fine, but when you're breeding to better the breed, that's something that you take into account. She's stunning, stunning, stunning in so many other ways, and a lot of the times once that baby starts nursing, the udder will go down and then there's no problems. But like I said, it's just something to take note of. She's mad that I'm talking about her. Off to the sale cows. We're checking on the sale cows too because I think there's only one in there whose due date comes before the sale. I don't see any babies or in distress mamas in the sale pasture. I do see a very wide load though. Aren't you too cute? You want to come and say hi? And then right next to the sale cows are all the rest of the mamas. So these moms are not first time mamas, and then they are all due kind of like within the next month. There's never a time I come in here and Winona's not getting her some water. Excuse me, nosy Nellies. That's not for you. I do feel like Bluebell might be building a little more of a bag than I saw this past week. A few of these mamas are due on the 27th. I believe the one mama who is due before the sale in here is due the 21st. But everybody's just kind of eating and hanging out. We will do another check this evening. But I'm not seeing, oh, Cookie said, I need to lay down. This udder's dragging me down. But yeah, I think they're all good. At some point, we're going to come in here and there's going to be a little baby on the ground. Hope you've been enjoying these daily calf checks. They're not going to end anytime soon, really. And then after that, it's just daily calf counts, which are arguably more entertaining. So stay tuned for more and let me know if you have any questions.